Hello everyone, Zagrom with Zomoku Gaming again, and it's been a while since I've done a video. I figured I'd do some Minecraft stuff. Um, Currently I'm in a world that me and a couple people have been working on, but we're on Tekkit, and I thought I'd show off an elevator that we made with frames, Red Power 2 frames. And it took me and someone else who plays on this server, Div, took us about a week to make this thing. And according to him, I haven't really looked too much into it, but according to him, it's one of the most complicated ones he's seen. Most of them are just, you know, press a button, go up, press a button, go down. We had to basically build like a little mini computer to recognize what floor it's on, to be able to use the call button no matter what floor it's on. So I'll go ahead and try to demonstrate that a little bit here. We have this button here, press it, and elevator goes up. It's a little laggy and stuff, but you know, that's just how frames are. And we're on floor 2 now. Tell from the sun, second floor. So we'll keep going up. This whole thing has 5 floors. Sorry, my voice is a little crackly. Third floor here. And we'll just go ahead and go on up to the top floor. Nope. Lagged a little bit there. Fourth. And fifth floor. So we're at the top, and go down a couple floors, and I'll just to show off, I can call it from the third floor here. The elevator will drop down 2 floors to this floor. Second, there it is. And just to demonstrate a little more, I'll go back up to the top floor and call it back up. I'll go up the 2 floors to get here. I'm lagging pretty bad. It's probably because I'm running a server and playing at the same time, but don't worry about it. And it comes back up to the top. I guess just to show, don't worry about that. I guess just to show that it's not set just for the 3rd floor. I can call it from the 4th floor here, and it'll still come down just 1 floor this time. There it is. And we'll send it all the way back down to the bottom floor. This is just to kind of show how it's keeping up with what floor it's on. 3rd. I'll show you all the wiring here in just a moment, kind of how it's all working. I'm considering making a tutorial, me and Dev are, just to show how the whole thing works. Because it took us a long time to figure out how to set this up, but the solution ended up being pretty simple. First floor. So let's go show you the wiring. Oh, stuck on the door there. Here's a little bit of the wiring right here, but this isn't very much of it. Just, nope, lagging. We'll actually take this elevator here to get down to the wiring. That's right, we have an elevator to the wiring for our elevator. We had to go pretty deep just because we tried to keep it underneath the building that it was in, and obviously we had to have a had frames like this that went all the way down. It's a little messy in here. We didn't set it up probably the best we could have, just because we didn't know how much space we needed. Like, this doesn't have to be like this, but yeah, this is the actual framework for the elevator up there, but most of this stuff here is actually just the call buttons for the individual floors. So like this one here, this set of wiring, all this right here is for the first floor call button. This is the button that on the bottom floor you press this, and no matter what floor the elevator is on, it'll come down to the first floor. This is the same thing except for the third floor. No matter what floor it's on, it could be first, second, fourth, or fifth, it'll always come down to the third floor. I could try and explain the wiring right here, but you know, I guess I'll save that for the actual tutorial. We used up almost all the we used up almost all the different wire colors. If you're going to have more than 5 floors, you'd have to do it a little differently than what we did. But 5 floors is about the max we could set up for how this all works. So basically, for the first floor, both the blue here and this pink are both used on the first floor. The pink is for the call button, and the blue is the detector, which this is what detects what floor it's on. So the same with all these other colors. The top one is the detector, and the bottom one is the call button. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth. This is the 2 buttons inside of the actual elevator car. The white is for the up button, and this orange color is for the down. These are actually right here. So this is what tells it to go up, and this is the one that tells it to go down. Basically what's going on is it's telling it to cycle the frame motor 5 times in one direction or the other. So it's basically cycling one frame motor or the other. And this other part is basically canceling it out so that you can't press like the down button while it's going up or something. So long as it's going down, it'll send a signal that tells it can't go back up until it's done with its cycle. The emergency button is a button inside the car. I pressed it earlier to make it go all the way down to the bottom floor, so that way if you get stuck in the car, like somewhere stuck in between, you can press the emergency button and no matter what, it'll go down to the bottom floor. That's this right here. It's set to, let's see, let me double check. Set to count 25 times. So it's like 25 frames up and down to get from top to bottom. So this cycles it down to the bottom no matter what. And these are the actual up and downs for the frame motors, as you can see here. These are on like every single one. So basically how it works is if here, let's get an example here. We'll say we are on floor 1, so we're going to be pressing the call button for floor 1, and the actual elevator car, we'll say, is on the 4th floor, red. So if we go down to here, pink one, this is the floor 1, so we're on floor 1, and red here, it would detect that it's on this floor. I'll show you how the detector works here in a moment. So it lights up this. None of these other ones will be lit up, just this one. So from over here, they press the button. This is to make sure you can't spam the button. And it sends a signal, it hits all of these, but only this one will go because all 3 will be lit. It'll toggle this switch, sending this to spin around however many times it needs for that floor, in this case 15. So it'll go down 15 times. It can't do anything right now because there's stuff in the way, but it'll go down 15 times and then reset. So once it hits here, sends a signal which comes around from here over to here, resetting the counter, sending the signal back over here all the way around to reset this toggle. So then it would know that it was on floor 1. And we can actually probably see that here. Let's see. Let's go to this. Floor 1 is blue. And as you can see, this one is lit here. Or not lit. Because the signal's coming in. This one's not. So on all of these with that have the blue, it'll show that one lit. Floor 1 doesn't have a blue because you wouldn't need to call the elevator to floor 1 if it's already on floor 1. And it's the same with all these others. This one, floor 3, won't have the color for floor 3 because it's not needed. This is basically this way just because we didn't have the space. Same as that over there. We just didn't space it out right. Excuse me. So I'll show you how the floor detector works. If you're curious, here's the quick wiring for just our simple up-down elevator. I'm not going to go into any details on explaining how this works, but it's not that complicated. These pistons they're just for the sound. They don't do anything. I thought that frame elevators are too quiet, but we're not going to wait for all this. We're just going to fly up. And I was going to show you the inside of the elevator shaft. Up here, just so you can kind of see how the floor detector works. Drop down. We also have a note block up here to signal whenever it hits a floor. There's one of these on every floor, these torches. So there's a deal on the side of the car here. If I can show you. Right here. Can't see it too well. One of these things, I forget what they're called right now. But whenever it gets here, it'll turn this torch off. Send the signal down, for example, this blue one. So they'll go all the way down, and it will. That's what's telling it that it's on floor 1. As it goes past this, it does the ding sound for the elevator. Or not goes past it. Once it gets up here, it dings for the elevator. It has this cobble here. Actually, I don't think this one down here. I don't even think this one's really necessary. But put it there anyway. And these are this is all the wiring for the call buttons. Honestly, I kind of forget what these do. What is this? I'm not really sure. I didn't do that part of the wiring. This was most of this was Dev's work throughout here. I did I guess I set up this half of it with the doors, and Dev did this half with the call buttons. And that basically covers it. If you're interested in seeing a tutorial, just leave a comment or something, and me and Dev will work together to show off how this all works, one step at a time in a full-length tutorial, if he wants to. I'd be willing to. Here. See if you can get him to say hi. I think he's active. His head's backwards. Oh, there he goes. He was a little delayed. Anyway, that basically covers this for now. And we'll see you next time.